everybody. Welcome back to Bethesda Unpatched. This is episode 19. I am Joe the Widget, and I am joined by the man of the hour, every hour, the space trucker extraordinarily extreme, Kilo.
Wow. I didn't even prepare a speech or anything.
Speech.
Yeah. I'd like to thank the Academy. And how's it going, man?
I've
What a
been
day.
getting...
Happy Fallout Day.
It is. It's Fallout Day. Boom. Thankfully, there's no real explosions anywhere that I know of, anyway. I'm actually starting to get some sleep the last couple of days, so I feel more human again.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good. I actually brewed an entire pot of coffee. I was just going to load with sugar and then pound it right before I recorded just to make sure I was awake. But I just got done watching episode 2 of Fallout Season 1. So
that's what we're going to be talking about today.
I'm kind of jazzed. We are talking. Oh, my God. What a coincidence.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, I was actually prepared.
It's weird how these things work out.
For housekeeping things, we were just talking about off the air and just decided last second, I've been thinking about it a little bit. We're going to do a little special Halloween episode next week. So if you guys have any like Halloween stories you want to discuss regarding Bethesda, drop them in our Discord, email us, whatever, and we'll bring them up on the air and talk about them.
It's going to be creepy. Just anything, anything really, because one of the creepiest locations in the games that I have always enjoyed was the Dunwich building in Fallout 3.
Okay.
And it's a cool little. It's full of radiated feral ghouls. It's a really cool little spot. That and the what is it? The Witch Museum in Salem in Fallout 4 is also a very creepy.
See, those are things we got to talk about next week.
Location. We will talk about those next week. If anybody else has any other ideas, though, feel free to jump in our Discord or comment on our YouTube and let us know.
Spooky stories, ghost encounters, the works. Halloween. We're going to dive into that.
Yes.
And yeah, that's about it for housekeeping. I mean, we're going to continue the Fallout TV series next week as well. We're going to keep going with that every week. And I've been watching the show very carefully. Like last night when I was watching it, I was pausing at different points. Like, did I see that right? Ooh, what is that? Doing a little research quickly.
Yeah, I saw a couple things this time around. I definitely missed the first time.
The turret, I noticed a few things about that, which made me crack up. Now that I've been getting more versed in the Fallout universe over the last year, I noticed a lot more about it than when I first watched it. It's just clicking everywhere, and I'm loving it.
In the Enclave base, there's another one actually too that's really good. So
we're gonna dive right into the news.
Get into it.
Well, we're gonna talk about Fallout Day. And before we get into the news, I have a quick question that just kind of popped in my head earlier today that's random, nonsensical, and makes no point, but it's fun.
Sounds perfect.
Put yourself in this position where you actually physically live in the Fallout universe after the bombs have dropped in the post-apocalyptic world where everything's messed up. Now, your choice where. How long do you think you or your friends or family would survive? Couple days, a year, a month. I was thinking about that because realistically, because that.
Now, are we talking about bombs drop? Let's make it a Fallout 4 situation.
Okay,
how about that? We'll put stipulations. So in Fallout 4, you're cryogenically frozen, and then eventually you wake up in the wasteland.
Yeah, okay, that's a good one.
So we're literally going from right now. Vault Tech calling. You get into the vault. They freeze you. They trick you into freezing you, actually. And then 200 years later, you're unfrozen, and now you're in a wasteland.
So all the skills you have now in real life, like how would that be put to the test? Like say that you have a special.
Right.
So I know my strength would be pretty high. My agility would be pretty decent. I'm older, so it's a lot less than it was. I have fantastic gun skills. So do you. We both had official government training in that department, and which came with some survivalist skills. I think you and I would have a much greater chance than, let's say, that my son or my daughter in that situation. I don't want to say that because they might kill me if they hear this episode. So let's say like my brothers. One of my brothers would be okay because he was military trained. I would give him a month. My middle brother,
Okay.
I'd give him about a week. But on a
Okay.
personal level, I feel like I could actually thrive. And
Hmm.
that's because I'm not opposed to being violent when needed to protect myself or my family.
Sure.
And I know I got to find a secluded area that's high where a lot less radiation has occurred and less radiation winds, and I would be smart about it
Right.
and use survival skills
Right.
and live off the grid,
Hmm.
if you will.
See,
So I'd probably live a few
I think
years.
I feel pretty confident about my family. My wife was Army, so she got similar training, and my oldest boy is in the Army currently,
Mm-hmm.
so he's fresh on his abilities. You also have to think about marketable skills as well. Like your son is a chef,
Yeah,
he can cook.
very, very valid.
If you talk about mechanically speaking within Fallout, he can get the maximum uh, nutritional value out of all your food.
My daughter's medically trained.
Right. Tastes good. There you go. So you have a doctor. You got an arcade Ganon in the family there. I got a kid who's mechanically inclined. Actually, my two oldest ones are both mechanically inclined. So those are good skills to have.
I honestly think that my computer skills would be a hindrance because I know our computer system's not theirs. Because they use a whole
Right.
different technology than what we use. So that would throw me
That's
off, I
true.
think.
Maybe. Or take you back to your early training because it's
Well,
very basic system.
hypothetically, though, if I was born and raised in that universe, then I would already my skills would be for their computer system. So yeah, it'd be fine.
That is also true. You would be fine. That's right. Yeah, I think we'd be okay for a bit.
Especially if we were able to
I
link
think
up
we'll
somewhere.
be
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, yeah, man. I'll meet you in Chicago. Words I would never thought I would ever say.
Right.
Um, yeah, and we got the dogs, so we got extra protection or food, depending. Um,
Right. Dog meat. Get your dog
yeah.
meat.
My youngest son is charismatic and a hard worker. Two things that could,
One of your sons is in theater, so I
potentially,
mean, he could be very useful in like
yeah,
bargaining and
bargaining
talking
and
people
deception
down in
and
deception.
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah, this kid, you know what he did? Because I mess with him all the time, right? And it's just it's funny because you see it across three generations in my house because my dad lives here too. My dad messes with me, I mess with my kids.
And
And
it falls downhill.
yeah, he said he's like, you keep scaring me like that, I'm gonna tell people that you abuse me. And I'm like, oh, you think you're gonna make people believe that? And then he launches into this Oscar-winning performance where he's pretending he's talking to the cops. And I'm like, you're too good at that. You need to stop that shit right
that
now.
that that got scary. Stop.
Yeah, you get me in trouble, man. I don't ever put my hands on my kids, just for the record. Yeah,
All right, that was
yeah.
just a fun question. If you guys, you can also chime in with that, like how you would think you would do, you and yours.
Hmm.
Put in our Discord. That would be fun to revisit down the road.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, yeah, that's right. My dad also is a prepper.
Oh
So I got
yeah,
him too. And he's got all of his like dry goods and food like for the family, probably a few months worth at least, just to get us started. So we got that going for us too.
very useful skill. I think anyone who's a survivalist, who has military training, prepping, those are three very, very useful skill sets to
Hmm.
have. All right, so Fallout Day occurred, and Bethesda
Very.
released a little video. I'm not gonna lie, I was rather disappointed, but
Yeah.
I had a little Hey Bethesda
Uh,
rant planned, but I'm not gonna do it because it was a rant. And the big ones that they announced was they're releasing a Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition.
so what this special anniversary edition includes, and it is slated for Xbox and PC and PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4. It's going to be available on November 10th, excuse
Hmm.
me. And what this includes is 150 pieces of Creation Club content included in the game, as well as I mean, this includes like different weapon skins. Anybody who hasn't done this, different dog meat breeds. You can change dog meat from a German Shepherd to like a Husky or a Dalmatian.
Oh, that's cool.
This is all stuff that's been on the Creation Club for a while. Yeah, and it is also going to include all of the
Make dog
DLCs.
meat a Chihuahua.
The meanest dog meat you'll ever see.
Yep.
Absolutely.
The meanest angle biter ever.
Yep. So that's going to be on November 10th, and it's going to be the complete experience. I believe that is also. I'm trying to read and see if it's in here, because they have been talking about bringing creations. Yes, for the first time ever, creations are coming to Fallout 4. Creations as we know them in Skyrim, as we know them in Starfield. It was a little bit different than Creation Club. When
Which
we
is
had
great,
Creation
yeah.
Club, it was Creation Club, and then we had mods, and those were the two, and they were separate categories. So now everything's mixed together, including the paid creations as well as the non-paid creations. That's all going to be all in one place. So that's coming as well.
Okay, that is kind of cool. I'm hoping it comes free on Game Pass. If it does, I will revisit Fallout 4 again. I played it a long time ago when it first released, 10 years ago, for about 2 or 3 hours, and then I never picked it up again. So I do own the game, I just never played it much.
Good stuff, man.
Yeah.
I like it. You get a lot of the older guys that are like, Fallout 4 is crap, blah, blah, blah. I mean, you get that with every Bethesda game, really.
Yeah, there's always your haters.
Um,
Fallout 4 coming
yeah.
to Switch 2 in 2026. No official release date yet. They just said 2026 from what I saw.
Yep. And just for clarity, the 6 DLCs that are included are Automatron, Far Harbor, Nuka World, Wasteland Workshop, Contraptions Workshop, and Vault Tech Workshop.
I mean, they did bring up Fallout 76 Burning Steps update, and they did give us Burning Springs, sorry. And they did give us an actual release date, didn't they?
That's right. December 2nd is when Burning Springs officially drops to the public.
I get a week and a half off of work, so I'm going to be using a lot of that time to play that.
There you go.
During the holidays.
What else we got? We got the Fallout New Vegas 15th Anniversary Bundle.
Yep.
How about that one? It's a celebration of every courier who has ever braved the desert, gambled with fate, and shaped the future of New Vegas. It'll be available for PC 2026. I'm not seeing anything for other systems at this time.
I like
It's actually a cool little bundle. It's got a bunch of little stuff in it.
I'll put a little picture of what's coming up on the screen for the video, but...
Yep, it's got Ultimate Edition, which is still on Amazon Gaming if Amazon's working. Amazon Web Services has been having some problems this last week. It's got a statue of Victor.
Yes, that's what I was going to bring up.
Mitchell's evaluation cards, Vault Boy enamel pin, Mojave Express patch, NCR Recon patch, that'd be cool, and a collector's big box, throwback style display box crafted exclusively for this anniversary bundle, perfect for showcasing your love for the Mojave.
Yeah, the pre-orders are out now. I really like that statue, though.
Oh, pre-order is out now, that's right.
Yeah, the Victor statue
is cool. Pretty big too, right? 8 inches tall.
Yeah.
That's what some people call big, right? Anyways.
It feels to me a lot like Bethesda was completely trying to avoid and misdirect from talking about anything actually new.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to do a little bit of my rant because they could have, at the very, very, very least, popped up a Fallout 5 official logo at the end of the video. And people would have went crazy over that.
Well, they did for Elder Scrolls 6 too. So, and they've learned from the business model. Remember what we said about what we quoted Todd Howard last week?
Yeah.
Saying that if you don't want us to release it, stop buying it. So we've started buying the remasters. We've bought into them now at this point, right? Skyrim, fucking half a dozen times. Oblivion, remastered, did pretty good. And now we got Fallout 4 and Fallout New Vegas. Fallout New Vegas especially being one of the most beloved Fallout games out there, arguably.
And we know that they're doing Fallout 3 remaster. That's been proven.
This is what Microsoft been beating Bethesda in the head about. lately. They want more Fallout. They know Fallout's selling, so they're going to be putting this stuff out. It is just unfortunate that on Fallout Day, today, as a recording, we just didn't get more new.
A little
What we're
bit of
looking for.
something about Fallout 5, just a little bit. A teaser of just the tiniest teasers would have been all your fans need for that at this point. We know it's early development. We know there's not going to be a lot to show, but show us
Right.
something. Talk about
Yeah.
something. Talk about future plans for a future Fallout franchise. I mean, you just
Yeah.
talked about what's already out.
Yeah. I mean, listen, fans are pissed after today. I see the comments I've been reading comments all day about it because I was trying to follow along as I was working.
Hmm.
I'd get in there and see what people are saying about it, and people are pissed. They're
Yeah.
not. Very few comments were like, "Ooh, new merch." Everybody was like, "Fallout 5 question mark."
Yep.
That was a big
Everyone
one.
wants the new stuff because
Anything.
it's been, well, I guess we're doing the Hey Bethesda. Fallout 4 was released 10 freaking years ago. Skyrim was released 14 freaking years ago. New Vegas
Yeah.
15. We've had nothing on these franchises since. Other than Fallout,
Yep.
I mean, yeah, you got Fallout 76 and you have ESO, but that's not what we're looking for. We're looking for the single player
Right.
behemoths that are these games that have done so
Yep.
well, and it's been so freaking long. I know they've got all these different things happening internally, but we also know for a fact that Elder Scrolls 6 is nearly finished. I know you're going to get it done before they do anything with Fallout 5. I get that. But they have two teams working now on both projects,
Yeah.
full force, and bigger teams than normal. Give us something. I know it's not ready yet, but we need
Yeah.
something.
If the restructure is really going to accelerate the timeline, like we're hoping it will, right? And we can stop having these conversations about it's been
Yes.
a decade and a half since the last title. If this is really happening, then you should be. I feel like Bethesda should be comfortable enough to give us something. Just throw us a bone, instead of leaving us hanging like this.
Or Microsoft, force it. Force their hand on this.
Or Microsoft, yeah, because people, I'm sorry, they are losing faith in Bethesda.
We love this
The general
studio.
public,
That's why we
based on
do
what I
this
read
show.
today. Yeah, we do love the studio. We love the games. That's why we're here. As we said before, nobody's paying us to say this shit. This is how we actually feel. So from a place of love, we need something. You got to feed your fans something.
They've had all these opportunities this year in the last 3 months that people were really expecting something juicy to come from them. And they've dropped the ball on every single occurrence. And we've got next month is the 14th anniversary of Skyrim.
Yeah.
There's another opportunity.
Mm-hmm. Listen, and just I'm going to throw this out here too, because we do know that Bethesda listens to us. We're almost 100% on that people from Bethesda do listen to the show. So here's what we're going to say, and I'm sure Wigit will agree with me on this. We're willing to be corrected.
Oh, yeah.
If someone wants to come talk to us and have a conversation and maybe explain or smooth over or whatever to help us understand your thought process behind these decisions as far as keeping everything so tight, we would love to have that conversation.
Yeah. Get it out there.
Weird Chaos Media, WYRD, chaos with a K media at gmail.com. That is our account. You can hit us there for anything business related, interviews, anything like that. Contact us. Let's have a conversation with somebody and get the story on this. That's my challenge to Bethesda.
Please, I am seconding that. All in favor? Aye.
Aye. Okay. Let's move on.
Motion
we got
passed.
some other cool news. Motion passed. We got some other cool news. A buddy of mine shared this to me, actually. Rob Denner, you heard HB and I talking about him. He shared this to me. World of Fallout exhibit announced at the National Atomic Testing Museum. It opens on November 14th, 2025, and it is a partnership with Bethesda Softworks and Bethesda Game Studios. It will comprise objects associated with the game and the TV series it inspired. The compact yet powerful display will highlight the connections between real-world nuclear history and the imaginative storytelling of the video games universe. We also kind of talked about that with the, rule of thumb thing last week.
Mm-hmm.
And it goes, this article by sknr.net basically goes on to explain what the franchise is. Everybody here knows what it is. And talking about the collaboration with the National Atomic Testing Museum. It is operated and maintained by its parent company, the Nevada Test Site Historical Foundation. And it is chartered in Nevada. I thought I heard or I read somebody say that it was near or not far from Good Springs. I could be wrong about that. But you can go to atomicmuseum.vegas for more information. That's atomicmuseum.vegas for more information on that. I wish I could make it out for that. It's going to be amazing. I'm going to keep a lookout for some pictures and stuff to share in our Discord or talk about on the show later, because that would be cool. I just want to see what the whole thing is comprised of.
I was just thinking, because I saw an ad somewhere recently that there's this hotel in Vegas that is doing this whole experience thing. Oh, okay, it wasn't Fallout. For some reason I was thinking it was actually for the John Wick universe. There's a John Wick hotel, the Continental. Yeah, just off topic, I saw it, and when you check in, you buy the coins.
Okay. Dude. Oh, no way.
That you can exchange for drinks in the Continental Lounge. But they also will put you through, randomly select certain people that come in. They'll mark them for death.
Yeah.
And they go through this whole adventure throughout the entire hotel, these hidden passages, secret messages, and it's like a whole adventure they go through for their stay, and it looks so freaking cool.
Oh my God, that's
if they did something like this for Fallout, that would be incredible.
Oh, that's the next thing I was going to talk about. Costco in the Northeast, if you're in Northeast United States, Costco is going to be launching a Nuka-Cola from Jones Cola.
I'm chomping at the bit. I want some of this.
In the Northeast.
Jones cream soda is the best cream soda ever made. I will stake on that. It's the best.
Oh, 100%. 100%. There's also supposed to be, I saw a video. I'm big into, there was a time where I did my uncle was a contractor. He ran a cement company. When I was in middle school, if I got in trouble, I was busting up concrete with a sledgehammer for my uncle. That was my punishment.
That's a good punishment.
So that's pretty good, yeah. So a little bit later in life, when I needed some extra cash and a job quick in between gigs while I was driving truck, I ended up working for a local concrete guy up here. And his favorite thing to do every day before we went out to the job site, he went and he literally bought a whole slab of Arizona iced teas. And ever since then, I love Arizona iced teas. It's the best thing ever, especially on a hot day. Mm-hmm. Apparently, there's supposed to be a Fallout Arizona iced tea also coming out. I have not found them yet. I've been looking for them.
And when I saw that whole Jones thing, I think did someone in our Discord bring that up? Where did I find it on Facebook? I don't remember. But I sent it to you, and I was all excited about it.
Oh, and McFarlane Toys also has Lucy the Ghoul and Maximus coming out.
Oh, yes.
7-inch figures.
And they look really good. They're very lifelike.
They launched the pre-order today, Fallout Day. It's exclusively at Amazon and Walmart. So if you want those, check those out. Yeah, I'm not seeing it under the Fallout channel on our Discord right now. But
I think it was something I found on Facebook that I sent you.
Entirely possible. Want to talk about a little bit of Starfield?
Yes, please.
And Bruce Nesmeth?
Yeah,
I have some more to say about Starfield.
I read a little bit of this article, and it already made me mad.
Well, here's what he had to say. He says, Starfield is a good game, but space is inherently boring.
Says who?
I don't agree with that.
No.
I don't agree with that.
I think it's one of the most exciting things you can possibly think of.
Right. What he said is, it failed to match the Fallout and Elder Scrolls games because of its use of procedural generation and the
Okay.
fact that space is inherently boring.
Really quick, before any further on this,
Go for it.
Bethesda has said 1,001 times it was never meant to match Fallout or Elder Scrolls in any way. It's its own unique thing. Just want to
And we
clarify
have said
that.
good things about Nesmeth before, but he did leave before the project was finished. He left Bethesda before Starfield actually finished. So it's just one guy's opinion.
Yeah.
He did say, I think it's a good game. I worked on it. I'm proud of the work I did. I'm proud of the work that the people I knew did on it. I think they made a great game. However, he thinks it would have been received differently if it had been made by a different studio without the same expectations. Right? People are all looking at, oh, it's Fallout in space, or oh, it's Skyrim in space. And that's not what we got. He said, I'm an enormous fan, space fan. I'm an amateur astronomer. I'm up on all that stuff, and all the work I did on Starfield was on the astronomical side. Was on the astronomical data. But space is inherently boring. It's literally described as nothingness. So moving through that isn't where the excitement is, in my opinion, he says.
Yeah, your opinion's
But
wrong.
when the planets start to feel very but when the planets start to feel very samey and you don't start to feel the excitement on the planets, that's where it starts to fall apart. I was also disappointed when pretty much the only serious enemy you fought were people. There's lots of cool alien creatures, but they're like wolves in Skyrim. They're just there. They don't contribute. You don't have the variety of serious opponents that are story generators. What do you think about that?
Okay, for one, if they did like a whole bunch of aliens that were intelligent and hunting you down, that takes away from the realism, in my mind. I think what they did with the flora and fauna was highly probable and even likely.
Yeah.
And yeah, humans are going to be intelligent and a better enemy to face anyway. I don't think that's an actual problem. And no, the planets do not look inherently alike. And well, yeah, they're all a bunch of balls of rock with fire in the middle.
Right.
You're not going to get too much different. But space is not boring. There's a lot of nothingness, sure, but there's a whole lot in between.
Right. That's true.
And a lot we don't know.
No, there is. It's always interesting hearing that. But, I mean, it all comes down to the expectations. And it's something that we've talked about before. People did not receive what they were expecting to get.
Because they were expecting an Elder Scrolls and Fallout in space.
Right, pretty much.
And no matter how many times Bethesda says, no, that's not what this is, they refuse to listen.
Right.
But if
it all goes back to one Todd Howard quote, actually, where he called it Skyrim in space. But he was talking to Forbes. He was talking to a non-gaming article author, trying to put it in terms that a layman would understand if the layman doesn't play video games.
And if you take Starfield and you got rid of all your expectations from it, from being like Elder Scrolls or being like Fallout, it's actually a phenomenal game.
And I think that's where Nesmeth is correct, coming into saying if this game was made by a different studio, it would have been received a lot differently.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think that's... Oh, there's this one. Remember a couple weeks ago, we were just talking about how someone put Doom onto a vape?
Yep.
Well, how about a programmer that got Doom to run on a space satellite?
That's crazy.
This one's pretty good.
You got ESA to help them hack the satellite?
Yeah, the European Space Agency got Doom to run on a satellite with the help of a hacker. This is built on years of open source Doom being ported to every computing device that you can conceive of. It showed off open source software's adaptability. I thought was interesting. Doom in space. You can hear the reverb, can't you? The hacker in question was Olafur Wage, a senior software developer from Iceland who now works in Norway. He explained what he did at the Ubuntu Summit 25.10, how he, a self-described, quote, professional keyboard typist and maker of funny videos, ended up making what is perhaps the game's most outlandish port yet, Doom running on a real satellite in orbit, the European Space Agency OPSAT satellites. It's a flying laboratory for testing novel onboard computing techniques, which is even funnier.
Yeah.
It's like when you're like not supposed to put solitaire on your work computer, but like times 100. And OPSAT was the first of its kind devoted to demonstrating drastically improved mission control capabilities when satellites can fly more powerful onboard computers. That's amazing. The point was to break the curse of being too risk averse with multi-million-dollar spacecraft.
That's incredible.
The
I like this
satellite
also. There was a comment.
last year,
There are even efforts afoot to get Doom to run on quantum computers.
which is amazing.
Talk about overkill.
You know, if the aliens aren't scared away from our planet already, imagine them uploading from one of our satellites. Like,
Doom.
let's see what this has. And it's just this child's game of slaughtering demons. Like,
Are they
all right,
fighting hell?
Right.
Yeah, I don't think.
Too funny.
I think if aliens, if they ever existed, actually were able to download some of our information, if they got the wrong things, it would leave the worst possible impression ever.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Especially if they didn't know what was fiction and nonfiction.
No, especially with Rule 34, the fact that anything you look up on the internet, you can find a porn version for.
Yeah.
So God knows what they're like. Oh, let's astronauts in space. All of a sudden, they're like, what's safe search? I don't even know what's happening. Yeah, so that's the last thing I had for the news. Is there anything else? I think that was it.
That's it. We got a TV show to talk about.
We do.
Fallout
Indeed.
Season 1, Episode 2. I forgot the name of the episode. I was going to write it down, and I did not.
Neither did I. So we're good like that.
We're geniuses.
Oh, you know what? Hang on. Give me a second. I'll find it. I was testing Amazon earlier
The Target.
in preparation of watching. God damn it, you. I was almost there. Episode 1 was the end. Oh, and episode 8 is the beginning. That's clever. Episode 2 is the target. Indeed. Holy cow.
So this episode starts out showing animal experimentation in a laboratory that, with the pit boys on their arms, you immediately would think it was like a Vault Tech laboratory.
You're going to skip right over the dude throwing the puppy into the furnace?
Yes.
It's like the first thing you see.
Yes. The incineration.
Yeah.
Poor puppies.
And that's where we meet CX404.
I wrote his name down. I did it. I said
Nice.
CX404, dog's name.
Yes.
And the Enclave scientist. Which we don't know he's an Enclave scientist yet, but
we technically, well, if you're not familiar with the series, you don't know it yet. If you're familiar with the lore at all, you probably picked it up right away, and that's Dr. Siggy Wilzig, former Enclave
his
scientist.
last name cracks me up.
Wilzig?
Mm-hmm.
I know, it sounds like a weird bug name to me. Yeah.
Or like a lighter fluid. That's the first thing that went to my mind, but for some weird reason was a lighter fluid.
Lighter fluid?
No idea why.
Okay, so the thing that I noticed when he was walking back with 404, when he took him back to his room, which he wasn't supposed to do, he took 404 back to his quarters. Along the way, I saw one thing I cannot believe I missed it the first time around. I don't know if I was dozing off 2 minutes into the episode. I don't know what the hell happened. I don't know how I missed it. But you see scientists moving a gurney with a figure under a sheet.
Oh, yeah.
And a big green hand.
That I
was
missed.
A super mutant.
I missed that.
Absolutely. I caught a couple other things too in his room. Did you notice the brain in the jar?
No.
There's a brain in a jar that's suspended in fluid that looks like a robo brain.
This brings up something I didn't think about until just now. So in Fallout 76, you have the quest line with the Enclave. And when you're in the Enclave bunker, which is like the main bunker for the Enclave as their main computers, they show that they were working on all the genetic experiments with all the animals, and it looks like they're responsible for most of the mutations that have occurred on the surface, like the Ungoro and even Deathclaws. So it makes sense that this would be an Enclave facility, especially a super mutant, which they also claim to be responsible for.
Yes, because it's all the experiments with the forced evolutionary virus, FEV, which we talked about last week, started at Mariposa with the U.S. Army.
Yep.
There's a connection between the United States government and the Enclave. Very close connection.
Well, yeah.
Pre-war.
They're the deep state.
Yep. Exactly. So, of course, eventually, someone comes in and sees him with dog meat, and the dog meat's sitting in the hole in the wall with his little teddy bear, which is adorable. In Fallout 4, if you give, actually not dog meat 4, but in Fallout 4, if you give dog meat a teddy bear, he plays with it. He'll shake his head and throw it up in the air and stuff. Yeah, it's adorable. Definitely an homage to that. Although this 4 is not a German Shepherd, 4 is Belgian Malinois.
I was thinking, though, that after that dog goes apeshit on the scientist for hurting his buddy, like, that's one tough freaking dog to kill a man like that quickly.
Yes, but we know that he's not a regular dog.
True. Kind of showed his power that.
Yeah, like he can go full Cujo. Yeah, absolutely. The one part of the episode, like, even my wife was watching it with me. Good thing that automated turret can't shoot for shit.
I have a lot to say about that turret.
Well, let's get into it.
When it first pops up, there's something on the screen that absolutely cracked me up, especially now that I'm more versed in the Fallout universe. As it's coming up, it says, "Please remain calm" on the screen.
Yeah. Yes, it does.
I was dying. And I was thinking, like, in the game, those things are, whatever. You take them out, shoot them, they're no big deal, but they look a whole lot more menacing in real life.
Right, yeah, they absolutely did.
And they nailed it.
Not one.
I compared a screenshot from, like, Fallout 76 compared to the TV show. They nailed it. That thing's nearly 1-to-1 perfect.
Yeah, it looked good. It can't hit anything, though.
No, which is normal.
Like, they weren't even running that fast.
It's a spray and pray mechanic, just throw a whole bunch of bolts at them and see what sticks.
They were grandma at the mall at 10 a.m. on a weekday, just power walking.
Oh, goody. I'm going to have a lot to do on the video edit for this.
Actor, by the way. I love that actor. How's that an actor? The first time I think I saw him was actually in Lost.
The actor who plays the scientist?
Yeah. Yeah, he plays, he also plays Michael Emerson. Thank you. Michael Emerson, who's actually from Cedar Rapids, Iowa. I didn't know that. My first trucking job was based in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Yeah, he was in Saw, too. Did he play the clown in Saw?
I never watched any of the Saw movies. I never will, so.
He's also in, oh yeah, that's right. You wouldn't watch those. Never mind. You're the wrong person to ask that question. He also played in Person of Interest, which is actually a cool little show. But, yeah, Michael Emerson, just so perfect for the role.
He played that so creepy, smart dude. And he was extremely mysterious. I'm a little disappointed we didn't get to know more about his character before he met his untimely end. But
well, especially when he walks up on Lucy on the beach.
Mm-hmm.
And here we have another instance of someone. I don't know what would you call this as a writer, right? Because we already had her dad telling her, "Don't go up to the surface. The surface will change you." Now she's up there, and he's trying to warn her off, saying you can't do what it takes to survive. You'll have to adapt.
It's called setting a scene.
And the question is, will you want the same things when you become a different animal altogether? And then I believe it's June later on also says something.
She does. Yeah, you can't handle it out here.
Yeah, like but it feels progressive the way people are like, what the hell are you doing here?
Mm-hmm.
Throughout this episode in particular, this feels like a big growth episode for Lucy. Beginning to end,
they're setting up her growth.
It was just really interesting. I caught that a couple of times.
They're warning the audience and warning everybody else that she's not going to be the same person by the end of this, because they're setting up what the surface is. It's a free-for-all survival fest. It's lawless
Right.
and brutal. And if you're from the vault where you live on peace and law,
Right.
yeah,
You're not prepared for that.
if you don't toughen up
Because people are not
insanely
gonna.
quick, you're not surviving.
Yeah, because people are not gonna act as you would expect them to in a vault. The
Right.
same rules don't apply.
And it's very apparent when she goes into town and the things that she says and does. Oh my god.
Yeah, we will definitely get into that.
Oh, I saw
Um,
something on the table right around. I think it was right before the turret or right after. But on the table, you can see a bottle of Vault Tech Plan D,
yes.
which,
Yes.
from
Did I
my
skip over that?
knowledge, it doesn't appear in the games.
No, it does not. I have not seen Plan D in the games. I swear to God, I wrote that down. Water guy, Philly dangerous. Oh, I must have. Yeah, I forgot to put that down. That's when. Oh yeah, you're right. I apologize. She sees the robot in the sand, and then yeah,
Yes, that
the
robot in the
classic
sand
Fallout.
got me.
Yeah, yeah. The classic Fallout storytelling, right? The family at the table
That was also
with the
my.
plan
Why do we
B.
have same notes?
Because we watched the same episode.
But
How
yeah, that's the first thing I did.
weird.
The first thing I paused
Go ahead.
on was the Assaultron. And I was like, wait.
Yeah.
Is that what I think it is? And I went back and rolled it back and paused it. Like, holy crap, that is. And then
Yep,
she
it's an
starts talking
Assaultron.
about, like, wonder what happened to this town. It's like, well, there's an Assaultron there.
Yeah.
I can take some guesses.
Yeah.
I hate
You
those
can defer,
freaking things.
infer.
And yeah, that family at the table,
The Assaultron.
which clearly committed suicide, and they had the Plan D on it,
Yeah.
was a very, very
And the
powerful
child in the high chair.
glimpse. Yeah, it
Oh.
was a very powerful glimpse of what the
Mhm.
people would have gone through during that time period, that event.
Yeah, and what they're resorting to, knowing that the world is at an end.
Mm-hmm.
Because at that point the bombs are dropping. They got nowhere to go.
That
They
was a
sit down for a
pretty,
meal at the table.
pretty powerful setup scene for that.
Pretty dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you see things like that in the
What
games,
just wanted-
too.
Yep, all over the place. Some of them are just a couple of skeletons. There's a nursing home in Fallout 4 in particular.
I've seen a lot in
Where
Fallout
you'll find
76.
wheelchairs.
Yeah,
Skeletons in
families.
wheelchair. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. Pretty crazy. Let's talk about Maximus.
Yeah, okay. So Paladin Titus is a complete asshole that is zero fighting skills and is the biggest pansy in the Brotherhood of Steel. I'm laying it out flat right there.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And he's a complete ass. Like, I mean,
He's,
seriously. And then Maximus sits there and locks up when he gets attacked. Arr, arr. It's an Ungaro. Yeah, it's big, nasty looking bear. Which they did perfect on that, too. I thought that thing looked nasty as hell. It was great.
Oh, dude, it was so awesome.
And then, yeah, Titus on the...
actor,
I'm
yeah.
skipping a little bit, but when they're on the
Go for it.
aircraft, he's sitting there, I'm just bored. I'm gonna go shoot some stuff. That guy's a jerk.
Right. That's Michael Rappaport, who's an amazing character actor. He's just great.
And I
like
noticed
him in a
something
lot of
about him,
stuff,
though.
too.
He's always got a serious mouth on every movie he's done, I've seen.
Yes.
I think I counted like 37 F-bombs in a matter of 2 minutes during this scenes.
Yeah, because he's just saying it over and over again as he's been chased by a Yao Guai. Yeah. Actually, Wilzig showed up there first, though, with dog meat.
Yes.
That part was great. He sits down, he opens the can, and all of a sudden here Four comes trotting out of the cave with a hand in his mouth.
Mm-hmm.
That's freaking amazing. Yeah, Titus is a cartoon. That's why I wrote in my notes. He's a cartoon.
That's valid.
There's always something to ruin your fucking day. He starts going on this whole rant.
My notes
And then
verbatim.
Yep, and then Maximus makes a choice. Very interesting choice at this
Yes.
point.
Well, can you blame him?
Absolutely not.
No, you can't.
I don't blame him at all.
He's made up to be this like really like meek and humble character at first who just wants to
Right.
become a badass and help the world. But then he does something that normal good characters wouldn't do. But can you blame him how Titus was prompting him? I mean, seriously, would you talk to someone like that when you're dying and they are the only ones that can save your life?
Well, I think it's bigger than that. I think Titus represents the Brotherhood as a whole and Maximus's experience with the Brotherhood as a whole. Because he's been kicked around, beat up.
True.
up on, threatened this entire time. So now he has this he used to have this mythical idea of what a Brotherhood Knight is. And Titus is just shattering the last of that vision for himself. And he has an opportunity to do nothing.
How dare you go deeper on this?
And he does.
He does nothing, which is exactly what I would do too. I think that was just
already making that transition from naive to this is how the world works.
Yeah, that's valid. And him dancing in that power armor. Dear Lord.
When he kicked the rock and knocked down the whole damn building. Oh my God, that was funny as hell.
And then and that kind of also shows his ignorance too in the way the world works. On the next scene where he goes and saves that guy getting beat up from the farmer. Grabbing his hair, like thinking he didn't even find out what the situation was. He just assumed.
Right. My favorite line in the entire episode. Guy was fucking my chickens.
Come on.
It's always with the chickens.
It's always with the chickens. You got Titus acting like a chicken, and then you got someone actually screwing one. Come on.
I think just before that, Lucy and the guy with the water.
Yes.
Was an important scene for her.
It was.
Right?
And her immediately just really... a gun raised at this dude without knowing anything. Right. Guy's sitting there in his makeshift underwear, beating on a water purifier. He's got a gun. Right. Hi, how are you?
Well, then he gave her the water. She gave him the water. And thinking, yeah, you want a sip? He like downs the entire bottle.
Well, the fact he's talking about like how he's trying to get this water purifier to work, and she says, "Have you tried putting water in it?"
Right. I just keep putting sand in it. No water comes out. There's a thought, and then he's like, "Yeah, I need to start a family and help with all the work around here. All of this could be yours."
That guy cracked me up, man. When he starts talking about how people have what's the name of that town?
Philly.
Philly. Thank you.
Philly is the town, Filli.
Yeah.
Why?
Like how his relatives were dying there, and I had an aunt too. Right. She got killed there once.
She died there once.
It's like, how's that gonna happen a second time, dude?
Right. Didn't happen a second time. And Philly is great, amazing. Yes. The guy yelling dog meat and fresh iguana.
The dog meat thing was well timed because. I was going to bring it up, and I forgot to write it down in my notes. They were showing the picture of the guy with his dog, asking him if he's seen him, and he yells out "dog meat." There, it felt like a little bit of a nod to Fallout 4 in a way.
A little bit of a nod.
Yeah,
absolutely. Fallout 4, not Fallout New Vegas. Fallout 3 was also dog meat. Yeah. So she walks into town. We see the ghoul chilling, waiting for his mark. We see a two-headed Brahmin.
Yep.
Which was cool.
And I was surprised the ghosts looked normal.
Town. I noticed there's a lot of raiders in this town.
Yeah.
Which is not what you see in a lot of settlements in Fallout. Really? Oh my God. I just blanked out. There's a guy who you meet in Megaton in Fallout 3 who's a former raider. And if you have like a bad enough reputation, you can take him as a companion. But you don't see a lot of raiders, current anyways, in the settlement. So I thought that was kind of interesting. The town is definitely full of them.
I have a question for you. This might be jumping a little bit. But
go for it.
And I want to jump back a little bit when Lucy starts talking to the shopkeep. I forgot her name again. But when the ghoul comes out and he starts talking about how he's looking for that guy, and he says, there's a bounty on him through all 6 agencies.
Yeah, I caught that too.
I wanted to look in that statement, but I forgot to look into it before the show.
Yeah, we have to look into that. If anybody has insights, comment below or hit us up in the Discord. Yeah, because was there any mention of agencies when he shows up in 76?
Not that I recall.
Okay, so
I'm still waiting to play it for the final version of it, and yeah, the game they put him as a bounty hunter makes even more sense after this episode. was obviously, yeah, he's a bounty hunter.
Right,
Clearly
yeah, for
from season one,
sure.
but episode one.
Yeah, it was Majun's Sundries
That
where
shop
Lucy goes in.
was pretty wild.
Like, dude, there are so many. There's a bunch of bobbleheads in there.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they kind of put them in there as like Easter eggs for all of us to like try to find the bobbleheads. I saw a couple of them in
Did
there.
you catch a sign on the back wall that was just over her head for briefly? It said "Junk Jet 285 caps."
Yes, I did. Lucy looks directly at it too
Yeah,
after during the whole fight thing. After the fight,
there's a lot
yeah,
to unpack in
I think
that.
there's a lot to unpack. The conversation with Ma June is really great because she goes in there and she's like, "Well, this is Vault Tech stuff, so technically it belongs to them. So obviously you work with criminals, like 100% not handling the situation as well as she should.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking vault dwellers." Um, I think it's super interesting when Ma June asks why it's important, why the vault experiments is what we know them as, but why the vaults are so important to everybody, even the people of the wasteland. And you really see Lucy waffle on that answer, like in a bad way. And it basically comes down to, well, the vaults are going to save America. And she looks like she finally is starting to realize how ridiculous that sounds
Mm-hmm.
in that moment. And especially after this whole scene, it feels like this is her point of focus, right? We talked about Maximus's in the first episode. I think this is her point of defining her focus and understanding that she's not going to change the world up here. She just needs to
Yeah.
find her father.
Yeah, that one statement though. To save America? Oh my goodness, lady.
Yeah.
How naive can you be?
Well, she is. She grew up her whole life in a completely sterile, ordered environment. This is all new to her. So, of course, the ghoul steps up.
Yep, and introduces one of the most badass fight scenes in the show. And way too
Absolutely.
freaking gory.
It was
Jeez.
beautiful. It was beautiful. There's some like VATS slow-mo shots in there.
Yeah, that was a huge
Yeah.
call into that. That was great. And I'm trying to figure out what gun he was shooting. They were like little mini rockets. Oh, and I took a picture of one of the back of the
Yeah.
bullets because it cracked me up. And it says, here, I'll see if I can show you.
Boom.
Mm-hmm. Every one of them was
That's
custom engraved like that. You can barely see it when you pause. It's
That's amazing. The detail, man.
mm-hmm.
It's
And
absolutely awesome.
the bullets have
That's
little
not-
fins. What kind of gun is that?
That's a Sabot.
Oh, okay.
It's a Sabot gun. That's the same thing that my wife recognized it too. She's like, I love the sound that gun makes when he shoots the gun. It's like a whoop. Like, yeah, it's a Sabot gun. It's a miniature missile, basically, miniature rocket.
Yeah, there was a real life gun that they made. I think that's what you called it. The one that shot the little rocket rounds.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a Sabot.
Yeah,
SABOT.
it was a Sabot. Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. I'm trying to remember the exact name of the model of it though.
Oh man, Doc getting his leg blown off.
Yes, that was
That kicks it all
nasty
off.
and brutal. And come
Dude.
on, the leg. And I don't remember ever seeing artificial feet like that in the game,
No, that was definitely new.
but it works.
That was pretty
kind of
savage.
fits, and it was freaking nasty.
It makes itself fit. Yeah.
Oh my lord!
Oh,
The amount
God.
of pain
Just
that guy was going
grinder.
through would kill anybody.
Maximus comes in, tries to come to the rescue. Kind of.
Good old naive Maximus.
mark?
Yep. Showing
Almost
his
the gun blows up. A bit. Yeah.
his lack of combat skills was astronomical, and the fact that the ghoul
Yep.
was commenting on that. What are they training you guys?
And here's the quest giver. The quest giver for Lucy's epic tale. Majun charges Lucy with delivering Wilzig to Maldaver and not really having 100% confidence about it, might I add. this could maybe work. Not convinced.
No.
And the ghoul basically ends up owning Maximus for the rest of that fight.
Yeah, it was not even a fair fight. I mean, Maximus may have had massive power armor, but he had no idea how to fight or how to use it. And the ghoul is a 200-year-old bounty hunter. He's gonna own him.
Right. And former Marine with power armor experience, because he knew exactly where to cut the line. And if you've seen the trailer for season 2, we know the ghoul goes up against the power armor, asks about a welding weak point. So he's very familiar with that power armor. Totally owns Maximus, poor guy. And of course, when he attacked Wilzig, 4 jumped in, and sadly, he had to stab 4. But after the fight, what does good guy ghoul do?
I want stim packs. It's a cure-all,
right?
And it's just like, and I love the fact they're making that way in the show, because that's the way it is in the game. Mm-hmm. Inject them with a stim pack. If they're not dead, they're going to be alive. The dog just jumps up all happy.
Yep. Okay. Thanks, buddy. So, we see them, of course, leave town together, Ghoul and 4.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and when Lucy sees Maximus flying overhead, that look of awe and admiration, and in reality, he's just out of control, flying. Doesn't know idea what he's doing.
Right. And then crash lands. So amazing. Yeah, and then we got Lucy and Wilzig walking up to the Russian satellite, crashed in the middle of the desert.
Mm-hmm.
And this is where Wilzig knows a lot. Well, he mentioned this back in town. He seems to know a lot about the vaults, which is interesting for an Enclave scientist. But I think he's not just Enclave. I think he came from Vault Tech. I think he was somehow connected to Vault Tech before he became an Enclave scientist.
Yeah.
Or maybe he had to deal with that a lot, because he knew not a lot about Lucy's vault just based on the number.
He was definitely a part of Vault Tech, but I think that Enclave is actually in control of Vault Tech.
Someone's screaming at the radio right now, but I don't remember that being part of the lore previously, but could be. 100%.
That's just what I've been gathering from my experience in the game and my experiences from the TV show. It seems like the Enclave is the one that but they own Vault Tech, and are the ones that tip the hat to get the bombs off to recreate the new world.
Yeah, it could be the case. The Enclave is basically the remnants of the United States government.
Well, it's the puppet. They were, and if you go, you got to play 76, dude. Tech.
Yeah, okay.
But it talks about how that they were controlling the government from that bunker long before the bombs ever dropped. Like all the presidents and all the generals of the country were all stationed there, and all a part of it before everything happened. And it kind of hints that the Enclave kind of took out everybody and then launched the bombs, because the Enclave actually has control over the nukes in Appalachia.
Interesting. You might be right. Super interesting, actually. So, at the satellite, Wilzig basically tells, as he's dying, he can't make the journey. Lucy says 20 miles left.
Right.
He's not going to make it. He says, you don't need my whole body, you just need my head. And then hands her a rip saw.
Yep. Okie dokie. Oh, my Lord.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, I couldn't do that.
But he took a cyanide tablet.
Yes.
He took a cyanide
Plan
tablet.
D.
Plan D. I was surprised these weren't more popular. That's where I thought he had more Vault Tech information.
Yeah.
Which also, again, raises more questions that we're probably not going to get answers to, at least not from him directly. Doc tells her he basically outright says it this time. He says, you're a vault dweller, that's good. But now you need to start acting like a surface dweller.
Yep. Toughen up now.
Cut my head off. Okie dokie. Okie dokie.
And it fades to black with it.
Yeah. And then we got another, we did get one more kind of cool little Easter egg in there. It was right behind him, behind them in the scene was a desolate, decrepit, rundown, beat up, blown up Slocum Joe's, which is a donut shop chain.
Yeah, I saw that.
Fallout, Slocum Joe's.
But I also thought it was like paying homage to the fact that they're in LA.
Well, they could, because there's that one donut shop that's like in every movie because it has a giant donut on the building.
Yep. And the same kind of donut. I have not, no. I've seen it, though. I have not been there.
Oh, okay.
There's always lines and everything, and no.
I don't know. That's weird. People, like, 8 Mile came out, and then everybody asked, have you ever been on 8 Mile? I'm like, yeah, I'm on 8 Mile all the time. It's not that exotic to us. You know, like, we're just, yeah.
Locals is just local.
If you go south, you hit 7. If you go north, you hit 9. I don't fucking know what to tell you. So that's pretty much the episode, man.
Yeah. I had a little bit of play, but I'm not going to get into it. I'm going to save my play for next week if we have time.
Okay.
Yeah, the fact that Scribe Valdez. My Billie Jean.
Billie Jean.
Is my love.
Very nice.
But yeah, I'm still mad I cannot romance her.
Wow.
But there is only one character in 76 that you can. And I'm going to go get her.
Is it Did you confirm that?
No. It's the only one that I know of.
That you know of. Okay.
I have not confirmed that. I'll have to look into that. But anyway, I'll get into that next week. If we have time, we're going to do a big Halloween episode next week. I'm going to try to mix up a spooky intro and outro for the show. And, yeah, stay tuned for next week. We're going to talk about episode 3 and have some Halloween fun. Send in your Halloween information to us, your stories of the games, any of the games, whether it be Starfield, Elder Scrolls, Fallout, Doom. Well, Doom is Halloween.
100%.
Mm-hmm. But we're going to try to get into as much of like the Halloween special stuff they've done in the games over the years. And it should be a lot of fun. If you ever want to come on the show and talk to us while we record, you can do that in our Discord. Like tonight, the only time we don't do that is when we have a special guest on the air. We do our private channel for that. But we have a on-the-air public channel that anyone can go into. Feel free to drop in, say hi, chat with us, join the show for a little bit, have some fun.
Yeah, or you can just watch us.
Our Discord's the place to be. Or you can sit there and just watch us and listen. That's fine.
Yep.
And you can find our Discord information through our link tree. And if you guys feel inclined to help us boost our Discord server, I would be very, very, very grateful. Once we get to level 3, we can create a custom URL, and we don't have to worry about link tree. We can just tell you what it is on the air.
Yep.
So that's one thing you guys can do to help out the show if you would like. That'd be very helpful. Also, the biggest thing you guys can do is to like and subscribe to our channel, YouTube channel, and to give us those 5-star reviews on Spotify and iTunes. Those are a monster help. And go pretty much the best way you can help support this channel and what we do in the Bethesdaverse. All right, is there any last minute things we got to cover before we call it a night?
I think that's it, brother. Number 19.
Happy Fallout Day.
Happy Fallout Day.
I think that's going to be the name of the episode, just Fallout Day. Or Happy Fallout Day.
Yeah, that works. That's a good one for me.
All right, everybody.
That's a good one for me. I can speak.
Yeah, well, we've been speaking for the last hour and a half straight.
Right. Hey, we sound more awake this time than we did last week. So
we were clearly dead to the world last week. It was great.
Absolutely.
We'll be alive and ready for next episode and future episodes, I promise. Can't promise how awake we'll be, but yeah, we'll work on it. So thank you so much for listening, everybody, and have an amazing week out in the Bethesdaverse.
Peace out.